Now, again, I didn't hear that, so let me go ahead and. Okay, so now today, very easy lesson. All right, the proof is kind of easy. So here is the triangle. All right, and we are trying to prove that the interior angles of the triangle add up to 180 degrees. All right, that's what we're doing. All right, so down here, they mentioned something called an auxiliary line. All right, don't be confused by that. All right, an auxiliary line is just something that is being added to the proof. All right, so you can do the actual proof itself. All right, you can draw any triangle and you can easily prove that the interior angles of the triangle add up to 180 degrees. Now, what is in fact going to be the auxiliary line? The auxiliary line is just going to be something parallel to AC that goes through B. All right. That's kind of what you're going to draw. All right. Now, once I draw that, does anybody want to try to tell me here what you're thinking as far as how can I prove that the sum of the interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees? Anybody? Come on now. Say it again.
B is parallel to AC.
Well, yeah, you would say, definitely you would say this line has to be parallel to that line. And how can we just say that? We can say that because through any point, there is one line, all right, that's going to be parallel to AC. All right, that's how we know that. All right, you cannot have multiple parallel lines. All right. So anybody want to tell me? Yes.
Are A and C consecutive interior angles?
Or, well, first of all, I don't know what you mean by AC. Angle, you saying angle A and angle C?
Yeah.
No, they are not. They are not. Tell me.
Can you extend the lines?
Yeah, of course. Right. You can definitely extend the lines. So we know this angle A, I know this is angle C. Now we're having trouble seeing angle B, right? Because angle B can be many things. So if I said, for example, just for our own practical purposes, if I call this 1, 2, 3, and just for now, 4 and 5. All right. Now, if you see it like that, it might give you some ideas about what to do here. Come on, someone think it through. How can I prove that those angles of the triangle add up to 180? Tell me.
Well, 1 is congruent to 4.
Yeah, so far, brilliant. All right, now you don't have to write any of this down right now, but we know that angle 1 is congruent to angle 4 because those are what? Alternate interior angles. So now what?
And then 5 is also congruent.
Yeah, 3 must be congruent to 5. And so now what?
And 1, 2, 3 are supplementary.
And 1, 2, and 3 are supplementary. They form a linear pair. So everybody agree with that? So does that prove that the angles of a triangle add up to 180? Yeah, pretty much, right? Because angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 add up to 180 degrees. Does everybody agree with that? And then you can say that 1 is congruent to 4, so I can substitute 4 in for 1, right? And then I can substitute 5 in for what? 3, and then I can have 2, 4, 5 add up to 180. That's how really simple that actually is. Very, very simple. All right. So now what we'll do is we'll kind of try to see how they wanted it done. All right. Now do me a favor. I think it's a good idea to kind of copy this proof down a little bit. All right. All right, so statement 1 is obviously what? Given. Now it says draw AD through A parallel to BC. And here is where you can just write out if you want, through any point there is one parallel line. Parallel to BC. Through any point there is one line, or there's one parallel line to BC. All right, now let's see what they did. All right, let's see what, if we agree with what they're saying. So now angle 4 so this angle right here plus BAD form a linear pair. All right, and we can say definition of linear pair. And then we said angle 4 and BAD are supplementary, and that's the linear pair postulate. Now, remember what I told you. I think 3 and 4 are very related. All right, so if you accidentally left out 3 or 4, I don't really care. All right, it's not the end of the world. And then measure of angle 4 plus BAD is 180. What's that, guys? Why is that true? Definition, come on. Yeah, thank you, somebody. Definition of supplementary. And that then it says, so in my analysis earlier, I just said all 3 angles form a linear pair. They didn't like that. All right. Even though we knew that to be true. So they're breaking them down even further. So now somebody tell me why angle BAD is equal to the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 5. Who remembers that? Tell me, Will.
Because if 4.
No, it's a postulate. It's a postulate.
Oh,
The parts equal the whole, correct? Is that what we're saying?
yeah.
So what was it? Tell me, Mary. Yes. Yay, very good. Angle addition postulate. That's the angle addition postulate. All right. So now, come on now. Everybody look at number 7. What is that? Yay, very good. Thank you so much. That's a substitution. Now, how do we know it's a substitution? Because see right up here is angle BAD. All I did was I replaced that with 2 plus 5. Thank you very much for that. That's a substitution. And then what about step 8, someone? Why is angle 4 congruent to angle 1 and 5 congruent to angle 3? Thank you very much. It's a way to get involved. Alternate interior angles are congruent. Of course, that's a theorem. All right, now number 9, what are we saying? Come on, come on. Someone tell me about number 9.
It's the
Yay, girl. Good job. Definition of congruent. Thank you so much. Definition of congruent. It's a way to get involved. Okay, so now why does the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 3 equal 180? No, I don't think so. Yeah, it's just substitution, right? That's what we're trying to prove. So they replaced. So that is a substitution. All right, that's a substitution. All right, very nice. Not too bad. All right. So again, now you have a nice proof that the angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. Very good. Any issues with that? Anybody? And I think you should remember that's if I'm not mistaken, that I just copied that and pasted that right on the test. All right. It's a pretty common proof. All right. So I'm probably not going to tell you that again. So those of you guys who are, making notes to yourself, all right, make sure you review that. All right, everybody good? All right, time to go on. All right, here we go. Now, the next thing, all right, the next big proof is this. All right, in a triangle, there are interior angles and there are exterior angles. I know that seems rather obvious, but angles 1, 2, and 3 are called what? And angle 4 is called exterior. All right, now, something that's rather easy to prove also is that the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the remote interior angles, is what they call that. All right, so angle 4 is equal to angles 1 plus angle 3. All right. Angle 1 and 3 are called the remote interior. All right. And they're just telling you that's not an adjacent to 4. 4 and 2 are called adjacent angles. All right. So again, that's something super easy to prove as well. And let me see if we want to talk about that. Yes, we're going to prove that real quick. All right, and I mean that real quick. All right, so here we go. I'll let you look that real quick if you want to set that up. Triangle ABC is given. Okay. Now, again, I oftentimes think that before you write the proof, you should try to say why we know that is true. All right, we're trying to say why we know that is true. So over here, what we're going to do is we're going to try to ask, all right, how we can prove this without writing it first. All right. Lucas, you want to give it a shot? Tell me what to do.
Well, the remote, whatever interior angles
Uh-huh.
are supplementary to 2. And 1 is also supplementary to 2.
That's actually true. That's actually true. So those two things are what? Those two things are equal. Now, again, now they are all 3 supplementary, correct? meaning A, B, and angle 2 are supplementary. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
And then 1 and what
1 and 2
are also what?
supplementary.
Supplementary. So that's a really quick way. All right. But the problem is, I don't think, and I don't really care, but we can't define angle A and angle B as one angle, though. You see what I'm saying? I know that's not what you were meaning to say, but I'm just saying, generally, we say when two angles are supplementary to the same angle, then those angles are congruent. That's what we learned, right? But the problem is A and B are two different angles. Does that make sense? All right, so your thought process is perfect. All right, but instead of saying angle A and B are supplementary to angle 2, we're going to go ahead and say what's true about angle A, B, and 2. They equal what? They equal 180. Why do they equal 180? The sum of the interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So that's where we're going to start right there. So we're going to say for step number 2, we're going to say angle A plus angle B plus angle 2 equal 180 degrees. And that's just the sum of interior angles of a triangle equal 180. And they officially named that the triangle sum theorem, the triangle angle sum theorem. I just don't write that out. I just say the angles of a triangle add up to 180. All right. They call it the triangle angle sum theorem. All right. I just say the angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. All right. So now we have that. So now number 3, let's do this. What are we going to say now? Say it. Come on.
Angle 1 is supplementary to angle 2.
Yes. Angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary. All right, we're kind of abbreviating this from the way they really want us to do it, but that's okay. That's a what? Linear pair postulate. So we're kind of leaving out that angle 1 and 2 form a linear pair. All right, which is totally fine with me. Okay, so if they are supplementary, then what do we know? Angle 1 plus angle 2 equals 180 degrees. Right. Definition of supplementary. All right, so come on now. Someone else speak up today. Come on, come on, come on. Same people. I don't want same people. All right, so what am I doing now? What am I doing now? Come on, Jackson. You always do good on the proofs. What can I do now? Uh-huh.
Angle A plus angle B plus angle 2 is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2.
You're awesome. Angle A plus angle B plus angle 2 equals angle 1 plus angle 2. And of course, that's just a what? Substitution. And then what can I say? Finally. Yay, angle A plus angle B equals what? Yay, and what's that? Did we divide? Subtraction property. Or if you divide it, go ahead, put divide. The end. I told you, super easy, super, super easy. All right, most people don't remember that because you can always use the sum of the interior angles to equal 180, and you can always solve it, but I'll point it out when it's easier to know that the exterior is equal to the sum of the remote interior. All right, with that being said, all right, I really don't care if you use your handy dandy calculators. All right. So if you want to kind of look up on the board, you can start with number 1. All right, guys, come on now. I want you working. All right. I want to try to get done. I don't want you just writing down the answer. I want everybody to do number 1. And as soon as you get number 1 with your calculator, let's move on. All right. If you're quick enough to do the math in your head, that's what I prefer also. All right. These numbers are not that hard. So number 1, angle 1 is how many degrees? 58 degrees. Come on. Everyone's involved. All right. I don't want someone else doing the work. And if you don't have your calculator with you, you can use your iPad's calculator. I don't care. All right. I don't want someone else doing the work. All right. So that's the only one. Now over here, I need to find angle 2, and I need to find angle 3 and angle 1. So angle 1 obviously is what? 42. Now I want everybody to understand, how did I know that so quick? If F is 90, that means A and B have to add up to what? 90. Is everybody with me? Don't do 90 plus 48 and then subtract it from 180. If you know one angle is a right angle, that means the other 2 angles are complementary. All right. So now we want to put down angle 2 is obviously what? 39 degrees, because they're alternate interior angles. So if I know that angle 2 is 39, then I must know that angle 3 is 51 degrees. Now, like I said, if you're not sure, now's the time to speak up. What?
I'm not sure what 1 is 42.
The same reason 2 and 3 are complementary. F is 90, so A and B have to add up to 90. Number 3. Now, here's what we're talking about. I don't want to find this angle right here, guys. But can I find that angle? And then I can add that 32 in that angle and subtract from 180, right? Or we can just say, I know that angle 2 is what? What is angle 2? 80. Thank you. All right. Because 32 plus angle 2 equals 112. All right. This is the exterior, and it adds up to the remote interior. All right, good. Easy. All right, let's check out number 4.
How did you get that?
What, Marin? The exterior angle adds up to these 2 angles. 112 is equal to 32 plus angle 2. Just like over here. MPQ. All right, MPQ is going to be what? 101. Is that correct? Right, because this is the exterior angle and it's equal to those 2 every time. All right, here we go. Now, over here, I'm going to try to write in these angles. So angle 1 is 95. And then angle 3 is 55. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're just going to name 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right now. All right, so someone tell me what angle 2 has to be.
Yeah.
85, good job, 85. Because 85 plus 95 adds up to 180. So now, what is angle 6? $125, because 55 plus 125 is 180. How do I figure out what angle 5 is?
50, yeah,
Say it.
55.
No. Angle 5. No. 130. Thank you. No. 140. How did I get 140? 85 plus 55 is 140. Now, how do I know what 4 is? 40. Is that the only way to figure out those angles? There are literally hundreds of ways to figure it out. You have to decide how you like it. All right. Now, if you notice, angle 1 is 95. You can say that's 40 plus 55. 140, you could say, is 85 plus 55. 125, you can say, is 85 plus 40. Does everybody see that? That's what's the nice thing about it. If you forget that rule, does it really matter? No. All right, it doesn't matter. You can just use the other angles to figure it out. All right, hopefully that makes sense. So now you can put down the answers to 5, 6, 7, and 8 if you want. And then 9, 10, and 11. Let me fix this real quick because I don't know what happened to my drawing here. All right. So here's what we have. So angle 1 is pretty easy, right? Blow this up real quick. Angle 1, tell me. 61. Anybody have any questions with that? Again, remember, this is a right angle. So these two have to add up to 90. Angle 1 and 29 has to add up to 90. Can you go 29 plus 90 and subtract from 180? Yeah, it's just annoying. It takes too long to do that. Just go 90 minus 29. Now, what's angle 2? Angle 2 is what? 151. Because again, these two angles are supplementary. All right. Now, how did I know 3 was 12 so quick? You could do 151 plus 17, subtract from 180, or I could just look at what two angles? 3 plus 17 has to equal 29. Right? Now, again, I'm just saying that's just, to me, was something I observed. Do I have to do that? No, you don't. You don't have to do that. You can add the two angles, subtract from 180, and that's always the other third angle. All right, hopefully that you're feeling good. I told you, very easy. All right, so here we go with number 12. Obviously, angle 1 is what, guys? 60. All right, that's an 84. I don't know what happened to my picture here. So I need some help with this angle 1, or this angle right here. Somebody said 52. All right. Now what I'm trying to make sure, you're coming up with 52, not writing 52 down. All right. Now a little bit more complicated. Okay, now what's true about angle 1 and angle 2? They're congruent. Why? Because they're marked congruent. All right, that's kind of hard to see, right? That's congruent to that. All right, does everybody see that? So then what does angle 1 and angle 2 equal? What does angle 1 and angle 2 equal?
37.
Thank you, 37.5. You're right, angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 75. But angle 1 is equal to angle 2. You agree with that? All right. So now we just need to figure out what angle 3 is. What's angle 3? How much? Somebody said 133 degrees. What? Angle 3 is not 75. These three angles add up to 180. right, Harrison? Angle 3 is not supplementary to 105. Everybody good? All right, let's knock out 15 real quick. So what two angles are equal from there? 1 and 2. Angle 1 equals angle 2 equals 50 what? 59 degrees. And then, of course, angle 3. Help me. Somebody said what?
Wait, no, mine.
How much? Mumbling. 99 degrees. What'd you say, Maren? 99. All right. So now let's look at a few more here, and then I'm going to turn you loose. Angle 17. What am I saying here? I'm sorry. Number 17, angle 1. Everybody just tell me that's obviously what? 79 degrees. Perfect. Where's 16 at? Looks like I'm not doing it. All right, 18. Unless you want to go back and do it, you can. How much? 65 degrees. Beautiful. All right, so angle 2. 21 degrees. And of course, angle 4. 33 degrees. Okay, so now we finally get to a little bit of algebra here. Okay, I'll help you with 21. Somebody, what's the equation? 3x minus 20 equals 148. Good. So 3x equals. And so, of course, x is equal to. Too slow. X equals 56. Any issues with that? Now, is that the correct answer? No, because it says what? Angle ABC then is how many degrees? What? Angle ABC is how much? 51. Thank you. What are we doing? Are you having trouble with 56 minus 5 today? Oh, yeah. Oh, 56 minus 5. Get out your calculator. Calculate that, please, Kate Mitchell. You can think that if you want. All right. Here we go. Angle 22. No, I said number 22.
Angle.
JKL. I'm looking for JKL. So someone tell me what the equation is. 4x plus 16 equals 100. Now, do me a favor, guys. I want everybody to look at that equations. Everybody remember, we can just divide by 4. Wouldn't that make it easier? Yes. So x plus 4 equals 25. So x is equal to what? 21. That would be nice. X is equal to 21. So we want JKL. Are you sure? What are you talking about?
21 times 2 is 42 plus 27 is.
She said 49 confidently. Even Ada Panchili would.
Oh my God, I keep.
Come on, Mitchell. What are you doing? Wow. I know that's your favorite. What is the answer?
42 plus 27. So you have to find JKL.
42.
What's that?
How do you?
Yeah, like you said, keep quiet back there, all right? So you don't embarrass yourself.
I'm gonna keep
I
quiet soon
just
now.
specified drinks.
What are we trying to find?
I'm trying to.
Elise, are you good?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to make sure we find the right angle, right, Maren?
I just haven't
Yeah,
remembered
that is
Listen,
that.
how'd you get 49? Okay, maybe
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
not really stumped.
Okay, so let's see.
We're not doing totally.
Oh, you're gonna like 24 through 29. That's a nice looking picture. The algebra there. Listen, the only thing that's not necessary is, guys, I don't really care about the proofs. All right. So 34 and 35. Now, listen, some of them, they overlap. All right, so the triangles overlap. All right, so there's a lot of thinking involved. Now, again, I want to say something, make sure you're hearing me. The triangle sum theorem is always on the SAT, always on the ACT. This is one of the top things, all right? One of the most important things. So take the time tonight to go through and finish up. You don't have to do 34, you don't have to do 35, all right? But 37 is fun, you'll enjoy,
Wait, sorry.
all right? So yes, you're doing the rest of it, all right? The only things you don't have to do are 34 and 35.
So we have to look the word problem.
Yeah, the word, they're just explaining what it is, that's all.
42.
It's not. Yeah, we're going up to 39, like I said.
39.
Yeah, 1 through 39, except the proofs, those two corollaries. All right, great job today, guys.
Wait, so we
And-
don't have to read